This show is made possible by United Healthcare. Got Medicaid? Got Medicare? Get more.
Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in to Project Volunteer. I'm your host Randy Lanham.
And I'm Teresa Rowe.
Teresa, I'm so excited we are here today at St. Benedict's Homeless Shelter for Men in Owensboro, Kentucky.
I know I've not been here before, but you've been here a lot of times, right?
I have. My family and I, we volunteer down here. Been volunteering around 10 years.
Wow.
I love this organization. I love their mission. They do lots of great things for the men in our community here.
And there's a lot of volunteer opportunities, right?
Yes, we're fixing to find out.
Okay, I can't wait.
A good testimony. Can't wait for them to hear.
Always.
Thanks for tuning in.
Have you ever wondered what nonprofit organizations do or about all their different volunteering opportunities?
Or what about hearing testimonies from the recipients of their care?
Join us on our journey as we walk in the shoes of a volunteer for a day and find out about some amazing organizations that are literally changing the world.
And along the way, meet some true surprising heroes making a difference in the lives of others as we feature another Project Volunteer.
Harry, man, thanks for meeting me down here, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
I love St. Benedict's Shelter, man. I've been personally volunteering here for over 10 years, and I love it. I was down here actually before you even started as the director down here.
While.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So let's tell folks out there about St. Benedict's.
Sure. Well, since when you started, we were about a 30-bed facility. Now, in the last few years, we're up to 64 beds. So we're an overnight shelter, still the same mission, which is basically making sure that we can get the guys off the street, give them a hot meal, a hot bed, and the resources that they need to become self-sufficient. And today we do a lot more than just overnight. We're about ready to start as a 24-hour facility.
Wow.
Yeah, we've got very case-specific case management now, life skills classes. We've got 3 transitional homes, 1 specific to the veterans. And we're about ready to launch a women and family services to basically stick to more prevention, homeless prevention, because we lack in that area in our community.
Tell us a little bit about your story. How'd you get here?
Well, I'll tell you how I got here. So I'm originally from Bardstown, Kentucky, which is about 2 hours from here. Spent the last 15 years of my life up until 2011, 15 years prior to 2011, homeless. Addicted, broken, like struggling with different forms of mental illness. Really didn't know what I was going to do, where I was going to go. Really didn't understand my life. I thought it was all pointless and meaningless. And somehow I ended up in Owensboro. God brought me to Owensboro. I changed my life around, went through a program, and I came down here and realized this is who I am. Like, these are my people. Like you say, people don't know what to expect when they walk in, but what they should expect is to meet their neighbor, to meet the guy they move in beside, to meet the guy they sit down by on the bus, to meet the guy at the clinic, to meet the guy at the library. Like, that's who they're meeting. And so when I walked in, I found myself really, and been here ever since. It's put me through college. I have a bachelor's in social work. I'm working on my master's of social work. So yeah, I just want to continue helping guys. It's kind of a calling for me, I guess.
So tell us about all the different volunteer opportunities.
Yeah, so we've got, and with us becoming a 24-hour facility, we're going to have even more opportunities. Most of our opportunities right now are at nighttime, so we have companion shifts that run from like 6 p.m. to midnight, and that shift kind of consists of checking people in, helping them with their medications, assist them in that area, assigning beds, assigning chores. And then we have the 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. shift, which is really ideal for like students. We get a lot of college students that come in and do that shift. It's really quiet. It's really about being secure, like secure in the facility. And then we have the 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. shift. And those individuals, that's probably my favorite time, because you get to start these guys off with a gesture or with a word that's going to impact their whole day. Yeah. So like as you're waking them up, like you're setting their day up, their whole day up. And so really on the 4 to 8 shift, it's waking them up, signing off on their chores, helping them with their medication, making sure they're getting their breakfast. And then we have other opportunities. So we have opportunities for groups to come in and do projects. There's always something that needs to be done here.
Right.
So there's a lot of group projects, and those kind of pop up as the need kind of presents itself. And then, we have meal teams that come in, serve a meal every night, because we don't cook on site. All of our meals are made outside by a group, and they're brought in, they're served. We have opportunities in our clothing closet, which is just a way we can help meet an individual's immediate needs with clothing due to the weather. So, and then we have our White Flag facility, which really is during the winter months.
I appreciate your time
try.
so much. I
You're
appreciate your
welcome.
heart. Appreciate your friendship.
I
And
appreciate you.
You've taught me a lot through the years, buddy, and I appreciate it. So, let's get this party started.
Yeah.
What do you say? I think
Let's do it. We got a
you
lot of
mentioned the clothes closet. So,
The clothing closet. Yeah.
so how about we head over there, and my co-host, Miss Teresa, I think I'm gonna let her do a little bit of the work, and I'll put her to work. She's sometimes I can't hardly, get her to do much on this TV show. She's standing over listening.
yeah, I see her. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you and Teresa get in that clothes closet
sir.
and do some work. Thanks,
Randy.
brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, Harry, the clothes closet. I love clothes. I love organizing clothes. So I want to help you today, okay?
Sweet. Well,
But-
we're glad to have you.
I want to ask you, as far as bringing in clothes, is there certain clothing you need? Pants, socks, shirts? I mean, if someone has clothes and they want to bring them in here, how does that work?
Yeah, so we receive clothes all throughout the year and different times of the year, and they can bring them in any time during the day. Sometimes if we're not here, they can even leave them out front in the bags.
Okay, so what can I do to help out?
Yeah, so we've got clothes here. What we typically do on the front of the pants, the guys have organized it to where they're in sizes, so it makes it real easy for them to come back and get the clothes
yeah.
without having to go through everything. Because
Okay.
before they like clothes too. So before it's just pull everything out, and so this makes things a lot easier. So we'll just fold them and put them where they go. And
So I'm just kind of guessing in the winter time you need jackets and
Yeah.
things that are warm and gloves and things like that. So we're looking at the size, Harry?
Yep,
I
we
need
bu-
my reading glasses or something like that.
These are
like,
44
okay, I see
30s.
36. Any certain way you fold them?
well,
Are you
I'm
good
a
at
guy.
folding?
Well, one thing I don't do is laundry.
You
My
don't?
wife would love for me to,
Right.
but I don't.
Okay. Well, maybe you can
But I'm not the
learn.
best.
All right,
let's see.
36. Maybe if I give you the size, you can
Yep,
put them
and
up.
those are size 40s, which are going to go in that
All
row.
right, right in here. Okay.
These are 36.
So if someone from the community wanted to come in here and volunteer, let's just say they wanted to come in and work in the clothes closet, how does that work?
Yeah,
I mean, can they just call you
They
and let
can.
you know?
they can. And believe it or not, we gain a lot of clothes throughout the week. So this is a constant battle. The guys that come back here, it's a constant battle to keep this up. Right now, it's in pretty good shape because some of the guys took their time to come back here. But a lot of times, it's a constant battle. So yeah, they can come in anytime.
Okay.
They don't even have to. They don't even have to call. They can just come in, and we'll make sure they find something.
All righty. So what do you like best about what you do here?
Well, really, all of it. I mean, it's really good, even when you're serving the homeless population. When somebody that's even at risk shows up and says, "Hey, it's getting cold and I don't have a jacket. Can you help me?" And you say, "Yeah, I can help you." Or the best part is when you see these guys pull together and help another grown man take a shower because he's not physically capable of taking his own bath. Just the camaraderie is probably the best thing that I experience here, and just being a part of that, it's really an honor for me.
Do you help them like kind of post some job openings if they need a job?
We do.
Help them with that?
We actually have life skills classes. One of our life skills classes is to help them to build a resume and like job preparedness. So we want them to know we want them to be able to dress for their job. So if they're interviewing for an office position, well, we have clothes that you can dress for that position. If you're interviewing for a construction job, we want you to go in there dressed to do construction work. So yeah, we try to help in all ways that we can.
Well, thanks
We
for
do.
showing me the clothes closet.
welcome.
It's got great potential. I love it.
Thank you.
All right, let's go on to the next
All right,
thing.
thanks,
oh, and by
Teresa.
the way, my co-host Randy, I mean, really, what do you think about him?
I don't know where you got him at.
I know. He talks about me not working. Right, I'm the one that does all the work.
Listen,
between the
we
two
let
of
him
us.
serve here because it's really
Oh,
working on him.
I gotcha.
That's
Yeah,
what it's
yeah,
about. So
yeah, I
no,
understand.
he's
Well, you're nice.
something else. Yeah.
Let's go on to the next thing, okay?
Thank
All right.
you.
Alex, thank you so much, man, for meeting me down here. I appreciate it.
Randy, my pleasure. I always enjoy working with you.
Thank you. And you are going to train me today.
Okay.
Now, pretend like this is a white flag event. Obviously, outside, the weather's not bad, so there's not a white flag going on right now. But if there was, well, first of all, let's tell people what a white flag is. What is that? at a
Sure,
homeless
sure.
shelter?
Great. We're getting in the season. Obviously, the winter time is a struggle for people in this area. And so what we do in white flag time, when the temperature hits a certain degrees, they come in through this door right here. We register them here. They have a cot to sleep on.
Yeah.
They have a table here provided for meals. Just a place for them to come find comfort and rest.
Man,
and we just watch out for them.
What a great service. I mean,
Yeah.
if you think about it, and you and I both been down here before,
Sure.
when there's been men, women, and children, you know, and it's sad to think, you know, if it drops below, I think, what, 15 degrees?
that's right.
You know, who would want to be trying to sleep in their vehicle or outside or wherever that is? Let's do some setting up.
Sure, sure.
So what we got first?
First thing we do, Randy, when they come in, we're going to stay just now, but we're going to sit the cots out. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll sit up against the wall like this.
Okay.
Okay. Give each cot. We'll have a pillow too, but there's a
Gotcha.
cover blanket and a
sheet
tree blanket. Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
And then we would have a pillow there.
That's right. We'll just go ahead and move these as is. If
Okay.
you want to help me with that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. About like that. So each person has their own space. Okay.
Yeah. And you
so
would spread it out, you'd fill up the walls, and depending on how many people here, how many you set up.
yeah, and
obviously.
unfortunately we've seen it pretty full before. So you know that's just.
Even have an overflow room.
Yes, and we
So
do
if
have
this-
another room over here
Right.
for overflow, and we have used that.
Yeah, so if this room fills up, then we move over to that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so the bed setting up, that's easy enough thing. I mean,
Sure.
you know, and then what we're going to do next?
So next, someone's going to come in. I've got a binder
Mm-hmm.
with information, so I'm going to get their name, keep that confidential.
Right.
Get some information. That way, we know how to reach out to them, and maybe if we expect them again, we can have certain needs addressed for them. If they have a medical condition, or there's something we need to be aware of, if they come back in, we know to check that, so we're ahead of the game.
Right.
We've ran into that before, and it's been helpful to know that.
Yeah, that's awesome to have.
So it's all confidential, and
Right.
we keep that stored away. But then after that, when they come in and get their personal belongings set, there will be a table here if you want
To feed them?
Yeah, you want to help me grab this
Feed 'em a
table?
meal? Absolutely.
So we'll grab the table out, set it set it roughly in here,
Yeah.
line it with some chairs.
Yeah.
I'll grab you two.
Thank you.
Yep.
So basically, yeah. And then there's usually, a lot of times, there's people on top of this that will donate some food and some supper as
Right.
well.
Yeah,
Even
typically-
some of the volunteers bring down some food. I
Yeah,
know.
and most nights for the normal men's shelter when they have their meal, there's typically leftovers, so we can go over and grab that. There's always bottled water, snacks here for anybody that's here, and and we've got bathrooms accessible.
Yeah.
So everything is just geared for their comfort. Period.
I'll tell you what a fairly easy volunteer experience, and like you said, you always get more than you give.
I will say that it's pretty humbling to come down here and just hear some people's stories
Yeah.
and what they've gone through, and they're just looking for somebody to talk to.
You know,
So,
that's the
you know,
thing.
some of them don't want to talk, and some of them will pour out to you, and they're not looking for money. They're just looking for
Somebody to
just
listen.
to get a step ahead somewhere. Somebody to
Yeah.
listen.
And somebody to listen. We've both experienced that many
Sure.
times. I've sit at a table before. It seemed like 45 minutes or an hour and not hardly said a word, but just listening to somebody pour out to you, you know, and I can imagine what good that does. Because I know I like to have family and friends to go and talk to, and I like to talk to somebody, right?
right.
So that's a volunteering opportunity right there. Just
Exactly.
being an ear
That's
and
right.
listening. Alex, thanks so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Man.
Thanks
what
for
a-
getting me involved.
great,
Appreciate you.
What a great opportunity this
Yeah.
is, and what a great organization St. Benedict's is.
Amen.
Appreciate
Awesome.
you, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies, I need to learn what to do as a volunteer here at the counter. So tell me what we're going to do.
Okay, well, first of all, the gentlemen come in. They usually tell us their bed number and their name. Sometimes we have to ask them to spell it because we don't always spell their name just correctly. And we put the time, we write their name down and we put the time that they come in.
And that's right here.
That's right here.
Okay.
And then we have them do the breathalyzer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We turn it on, and when the light is green, then they know they can blow, and then it has to get green again.
All right.
And then after that, they go over here, and usually I repeat the name for Martha.
All
And I
right.
sign them a job.
And
I
then
ask them
she
if they
signs them a job.
There's all types of different jobs here that they can do.
Chores, evening and the morning, and we'll
right.
just take it out the trash and wiping down the chairs, sweeping the floors, and it's just little
Okay.
chores that they can do. Then when they do them, they come back up to me, and I initial it to let them know that they had done the chores.
All right. So both of you work well together, right? You've been doing this for years,
Yes,
so you're
yes,
both
yes, yes,
pros.
yes.
I bet they love your smiling faces when they come in. Everyone needs that smile and that encouraging smile as they come in. So I'm excited about this. About doing this for my first time. Okay, are we ready? Are they coming in?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. Hey, hello, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Very good. Fine and dandy. What's your bed number?
27 up.
27 up. And your name?
Joshua Bradley.
Thank you, Joshua. I gotcha. Do this. Okay. Good. Awesome. Okay, then head on down,
Do you
Joshua.
want
She'll
a
give
morning
you a
or
chore.
evening job? Chore.
I'll take a morning tour.
Morning chore? Okay. How about mopping the dining area?
That sounds good.
Okay.
Hello. I think Teresa's going to do this
I'm
one.
going to try. Okay. So your number?
18 up. Robert
18
Randall.
up. Robert Lana right here. All right, Robert. Okay. Take that. That's good.
Awesome, Robert.
Do you want a morning or evening chore? Morning. Okay, how about the breakfast items? Okay, thank you. Now, what was your name?
Robert Randall.
Robert. Thank you.
So when they sign in and then they take the breathalyzer, what are some other things? And then you assign them a chore, right?
Right.
So what are some other things you do up here besides, you're signing them in, giving them a chore. They know their bed number, obviously. So now what else is there?
Well, one thing, after they do their chore, they have to come back and tell Martha that they did it.
Oh, okay.
That's part of the
Okay.
deal. They
All
have
right.
to do that. But they'll come up and ask for their medicine, which we get it right here. Their medicine's here. They will show us just exactly where it is,
Oh, okay.
the name that's on it. We can hand it to them. They can take it or take their medicine, or they can take it away if they want. It's no big deal.
Right.
It's their medicine.
Okay. All
So
right.
there's not an issue. Sometimes we have people who need supplies, shampoo, soap, and things like that. That's
this little
usually in
cabinet
this
right here.
cabinet.
All right. Back in here?
Just open it up here, and there's
Oh, okay. All right.
all the supplies.
All right. Shut that right there. So it seems like there's a lot to do up here. So you've been doing this for years.
Yes.
What's the most rewarding part of what you do? Let's go up here. What's the most rewarding part of what you do as a volunteer?
Tend to cry. There is not a night that Martha and I are not here that these gentlemen, more than one, I'll say anywhere from 5 to 7, will come by here and tell us thank you.
They
are-
appreciate what
yes,
we
they
do.
Yes, they do. Yeah. And sometimes they just want to come and talk. They just want a listening ear.
That's right. And everyone needs someone to listen to, right?
Yeah.
Well, they appreciate you, and I appreciate what you do up here.
Thank you.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed that I'm here.
Jeff, what's your job here at St. Benedict's?
I'm the operations manager of the shelter.
So what do you do?
Well, I operate things. No, I tell you, my job's kind of progressed as we've been here. I started out as a AmeriCorps worker, as a volunteer that got paid X amount of dollars. I was going to school. And that job kind of opened up, fell in my lap. So I took it because I felt like God put it on my heart to take that job. As we went along in the past 4 years, I become full-time operations manager, which means I operate everything it takes to get the shelter going on a daily basis, such as supplies, any type of food, milk, cereal, things of that nature. Help people get set up that want to come in and do service projects, volunteers that come from outside, do cleanup, things of that nature, and also do some light case management with the guys in here, some of them, and we run 3 transitional houses, and I'm responsible for them and the people in them.
Sounds like you do a lot.
Well, it's not really a lot, but it
Sounds like it.
Yeah,
So
I've gotten used to it.
You actually lived here for a month, right?
Yes, in 2013, I come over here from Evansville, Indiana. Had struggled since the age of 13 with drugs and alcohol to the bitter end. Several times in the different treatment centers, several times in and out of jails, penitentiaries, shelters, just you name it, right? So I'd finally come to the end. I was 44 years old, and someone had come over to Owensboro, a friend of mine, and he sent me a text, and he said, "Hey, man, come on over here, and let's see if we can't help you." And I knew him from the past, and he had changed. And then he said, "I'm gonna take you to this homeless shelter," and I was like, "No, man, not a homeless shelter again." But at that point, I didn't have any other place to go, and I wanted to be free from what I was doing. So I come over here and I give it a shot. I'm so fortunate to be able to. After I went through what I went to a long-term treatment. I stayed there an extra long time trying to do what people did here. Try to learn how to put others before myself. And that's what I did for 9 months at that organization. And when that time was up, because that's all you could work there, that AmeriCorps thing fell in my lap, and I was like, "Okay, God, I hear you." And it was where I started, you know what I mean? So today, you know, I try to be a light to other fellas, because there's a big part of our population coming in has the same issues I have. And you know, at certain points in your life, you feel pretty hopeless. Like, I'm probably going to die this way. What's the use of even trying? Kind of give up and not know there's another way out. So it's got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? So I'm very fortunate for God to give me this job, this gift. You know what I mean? To be able to help
it on to other people.
Oh man, and it's probably the best job I've ever had in my life. It really is, because I've always been a kind of material, hands-on, selfish kind of person. I need all this money, and this is what I'm going to do. And when I started here, I made less than minimum wage, you know. And I was thinking, man, this is the happiest I've ever been, because I'm passing on a message. God's allowing me to give hope and show what He's done in my life. You know, what I would like to give a shout out is all the people that give their time to this shelter, because I know a lot of people's having the same experience I had. To come in and hear that kind word and know that someone genuinely cares about you, you can't put a price on it.
No, it goes a long way.
It goes
Kindness
a long way.
goes a long way.
A very long way.
But thank
I
you.
agree.
Thanks
you
for
very
sharing your
much.
story with us.
It's not a problem. I appreciate doing it. It's my pleasure.
So, Lois, I was so glad to see you walk in there a while ago. You know what? I didn't realize your group was going to be down here at St. Benedict's tonight serving supper. And this is your Pastor Billy, right?
Yes.
Very
Billy
nice to meet you,
Thompson. Nice
Billy.
to meet you, Reddy.
All right.
Yeah.
So, tell me, how long y'all been coming down here serving meals at St. Benedict's?
Since 2013.
Wow, you've been doing it for a while. And why? So you're probably like our church. You're on a once a month rotation.
Yes. Once a month.
Once a month. So why do you do it? What in the world made you want to come down here and start serving a meal?
These guys need a helping hand as well. And Jesus said, when you do it for the least of these, you do it for me. So part of our mission as a church is to reach out to these guys and just show them the love of Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. Amen to that. What do you think, Lois?
Well, this started originally with the Methodist women. The idea came from you.
Yeah.
When we talked about it, and I took it to the Methodist women group, and it was that, and then we became church-wide to doing it, so everybody helps out.
That is great. Well, I appreciate you all letting me in and help you. So let's finish up our prep work here, and here in the next, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, we're going to serve some in, right?
That's
Yes.
right.
All right, so let's
That's
get
right.
busy.
Okay.
Get it ready.
Okay.
All right, so what do you, so as they come, I'm going to hand these off. There you go, sir. Would you like crackers or chips? No?
Chips?
Chips, okay.
How y'all doing, student? How y'all doing?
Good,
Great,
great, sir.
great. God bless you.
You want crackers or chips?
That's neat.
Okay.
That's
go.
good. Yeah, there you go.
No chips?
No, a hot dog.
All right. Hot dog? Okay, here you go.
I didn't have a hot, sorry, didn't have it on there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cookie?
Hot dog?
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Crackers or chips?
Crackers.
All right. Would you like chips as well? No.
Well, hot dog.
Cookie?
All right. Crackers or chips?
I'll take some crackers.
Okay.
Thank
What happened to
Yes,
my
sir.
hot dog?
No chips for you today?
you. No, I don't believe.
Okay.
What about a cookie? Preference?
Crackers or chips?
They look pretty good.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Well, I want to thank you all very much for letting me sit in with you.
Well, thank you
I
for
appreciate-
being here and joining in with us.
I appreciate it very much. Lois, thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
very much for letting me sit in with you today. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Appreciate
I'm-
your servant's heart too, okay?
And I'm so glad that we happen to be the group that's here when you came.
Oh, me too. I was so tickled. There you go, sir.
Cookie?
So tickled that when I saw you walk in a while ago. I was like, Lois, all right. Crackers? Want some chips as well, sir?
Crackers.
Okay. Thank you all again for letting me sit in with you, okay? I appreciate you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you
all
for being,
so much.
having a servant's heart as well.
Absolutely.
Cookie?
Thanks so much for watching Project Volunteer. Teresa, haven't we had a great time
I
here at
had a
St.
great
Benedict's?
time. Absolutely. There's so many wonderful things for people to do here and great people that volunteer and come in.
I know, this is a great organization. We've had a blast here. We hope you get out and get involved today and volunteer in your community. Look what I happen to have. Mr. Herman, are we friends now?
Oh,
look
yeah.
at there, look at there. Thanks for watching, you all. If you have an idea for our show, a story of inspiration, or would like to nominate a volunteer hero,
Get in on the conversation on our Facebook page or go to projectvolunteer.org. This show is made possible by United Healthcare. Got Medicaid? Got Medicare? Get more.